So I finally got an SD card for this T4i that hopefully will fix the issue I've been having with it. I also need a new lens because the kit lens is jammed. I also have been living off of these guys for the last couple of days, which health-wise is a horrible decision. However, it's not been enough to make me stop. And thus concludes random things you didn't know that you now do. Hope I still know how to vlog. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been more than a while. It happens a lot, and every time I daily vlog, I feel like I always hit this roadblock where I just stop for a while, and it's almost been a month now since the last vlog. I left you all when I was going to the Philippines for 2 weeks. Unfortunately, my grandmother had passed away, and I went there to attend the funeral with my family, and from there, just kind of took another week off to just spend time with family since we were all together and just take a break from things, putting my responsibilities behind for a while, and getting back, you know, as is, you have the responsibilities to deal with. So that's where I spent the next 2 weeks dealing with all of that. Had a good time in the Philippines. I took a lot of footage while I was there that I was planning on like doing a whole little montage of, and maybe I'll do that in the future. But for now, I'll just throw up some pictures and stuff on top of the vlog. I had a great time spending time with family. It was hot over there. I ate a lot of food, unfortunately, so I got to deal with that now that I'm back. But it was time well spent, and I always enjoy going there and spending time with family and all of that. However, now that I'm back been back in Japan for almost 2 weeks now, a little bit longer. It's been a lot of catch up. It's been a lot going on, as per usual. It's this whole transition period, as I talked about before. You know, I was set on going to the Philippines, and then I decided like that was just another place that was comfortable for me. So I decided like, you know what, I really want to challenge myself, and not wanting to go to the States was more of a thing because I was scared. It was daunting, and it still is a daunting thing. But I've decided that I will be going to the States, California specifically, San Francisco to even be more specific. My sister's up there. She really recommended it, and you know, it's the place I've always wanted to be around, surrounded by that environment, the tech atmosphere, the entrepreneurship. There's a lot going on there, but you know, that process is a big one. It's a big transition. I've done small things like getting ready for the move, as far as like throwing out things I don't need here because I'm only really going to be bringing clothes and one of my computers, my iMac, and my screen. I'm going to be leaving some stuff behind, selling some stuff, because a lot of stuff I can just take care of when I'm there, like furniture, etc. But it's a very big transition, like personally, professionally. It's like going from that whole like big fish, small pond to a very large pond and being a very small fish. And I've never had the like sort of mentality as far as like backup plans or contingency. Like I'm going there with a goal and a vision in mind, and like that's what I want to focus on. I don't want to have this kind of like, oh, I can head back here if all else fails, because I want to be focused on what I'm going to do and what I want to achieve when I'm out there. But it is a scary thing. It's scary leaving things behind. It's scary to go out there and like take a big risk with things I want to do as far as work goes, and you know, evolve and be, you know, the next step for me professionally. It's really what's been occupying most of my mental capacity for the last 2 weeks. And when I say that, like when I say that I've been generally, it's not even like, I don't want to just say stress, because it's not just stress. It's just so much going on at once, in which normally I thrive in. I thrive in this sort of environment. It is nice to kind of have a breather every now and then, which I haven't really taken the time to have. And these vlogs, that's what they represent to me. They give me these moments, not to just vent, but to sit down and take things into consideration and have like a moment of introspection and think about a lot of things. And that's what they have forced me to do, because like it's like one of those things, like when you tell yourself something or when you reiterate something, even if it's to a camera in this case, it does something. I don't know, like psychologically, and to me, I want to continue these vlogs very much so, even when, you know, more so with my journey to the States when I eventually go there. The plan right now is in July to visit my sister, get a scope of the area, get a feel for it, maybe do some apartment hunting outside of the city because the rent is ridiculous, and then come back, say my final goodbyes, and head over there for, you know, for good, essentially. So there's a lot going on. There's just so much on top of like the work that's already going on. There's some stuff going on with digital dojos that I've been really trying to expand upon for the last couple of months that I just haven't, you know, put enough time and focus and energy into, that I'm finally getting around to. So I'm excited about that, expanding into something new. It'll still be technology focused, but there's also some other areas I'm going to be touching up on, so feel free to check that out. there's just a lot of stuff ongoing, and I want to use these vlogs as a form to also act as my creative outlet. I've been really influenced by Casey Neistat as of late to, you know, really push myself as a content creator, as a creative, and to, you know, try some new stuff. So I hope to integrate that into these daily vlogs. Of course, capture my day that is the 24 hours, but do it in more creative ways, interact and try out new things, interact with you as the viewers and the audience, answering your questions and getting your feedback, and just trying out new things, new filming angles and equipment and ideas and random creative things, because I think that is like, it's an outlet for me, and it's a way for me to just take a step away from everything else as far as work and everything, and you know, do this and create these vlogs, and I'm excited for that, and I'm doing my best to manage that on top of everything else that's ongoing. So bear with me. It's good to be back. Not all vlogs will be just this, where I just, you know, solely talk to the camera for 6 minutes on end. This is more of an update vlog. However, I do thank you all for your patience, for your feedback along the way over the last couple of weeks, whether it's Twitter, comments, email, so on and so forth. I am alive and well. Maybe not as well as it could be in the state I'm in right now. But as with all things, I like to think when you are this stressed out, when you have a lot going on, and so on and so forth, it typically means you're heading in the right direction, I like to think. Of course, with some adjustments to, you know, looking out for the better of yourself. That being said, thanks all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next vlog. Man, it's been a while since I said that.